Hi everybody, this is Shannon Price, the Mind Mechanic. My goal in life is to change the way people see and treat themselves, to educate, empower, and evolve their lives. I've dedicated a huge portion of my life to help each person become the best version of who they are, one step at a time, and teach them how to continue to do this for life. You and I have one thing in common. We want to constantly improve our lives and be the best version of ourselves. A lot of people have lived their lives pretty much the same way for a very long time. Stuck. You are capable of making the biggest transformation of your life. You are capable of becoming unstuck. Today's podcast is titled, You Are the Expert on You. The greatest influence in your life is your environment. The environment we find ourselves in affects our moods, our ability to form relationships, our effectiveness in work and play, our health, our earning ability even, our grades in school, peace of mind, self-confidence, attitudes, our own belief systems. Yeah, your environment impacts everything. So it's okay to roll with life throws at you. Just don't get swept up along without any direction and end up where you don't really want to be. Isn't it interesting how often we take the judgments and negative comments that others throw our way and just run with them as true? It doesn't matter how ill-informed or throwaway that comment was, and for some reason we believed it. We then move forward in our lives believing that there is something wrong with us and that we should do our best to hide that. But then this chips away at our self-confidence, it damages our self-esteem. But there's another way of responding to that criticism and negativity. You can simply choose to accept that there is only one expert on you, and that's you. So let me break this down a little bit. If somebody gives an opinion of you, you will either agree with that opinion or disagree with it. Hey, if you agree with it, then that's no problem. They still haven't taught you anything about you that you didn't already know, and therefore it will have no impact on your own self-image or self-esteem. You might be working to change your perceived flaws, or you might not. That's your choice. It's not theirs. So they can give you advice. They can give you an opinion. But guess what? If you disagree with that opinion and that advice, guess who's wrong? Oh, here's a hint for you. It's not you. When it comes to any opinion, I'm always going to take the opinion of the expert over the novice. And when it comes to me, I'm the expert on me. So here's an example. You wouldn't hire a plumber to do the job of an electrician. If I have some electrical work that I need done, I'm going to hire an electrician because, hey, who's the expert in that field? Not the plumber, right? So if you think about it, put yourself in that perspective. The only person who has been present in every single scene in the movie of your particular life is you. And you are the only one who's understood the motivation of the main character every step of the way. Just you. Of course, I understand who I am much better than anyone on this planet. Well, the same goes for you. If we choose to look back on any negativity or criticism or advice that we've received from others over the years, and criticism that we may have taken as true, which shaped our self-image, It doesn't take long to realize that the opinion reveals more about that person giving the criticism, giving the advice, than it does about the person receiving it. So when it comes to our own self-criticism based on the opinions of others, we really don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore, because just being you is the very best you can be. So maybe growing up, you had all these passions. You had these things that you really wanted to do with your life, things that really floated your boat, right? Something that would make you happy for the rest of your life. But your parents, they're giving you advice. They think they maybe are going to tell you what they believe is best route for you to take as an adult when you're growing up, getting out of school, going to college. Maybe they want you to become a real estate person. Maybe they want you to become an accountant. Maybe you're like, no, I want to be a marine biologist. I want to be a dancer. So what is it that you want to be? That's your choice. And yes, all of those other things are great careers, but maybe it's not the career choice for you. Trying to fit in someone else's picture of you and try to fit in with those around you can be exhausting. So when I was in school, when I was in junior high school, I constantly tried to find any group that I felt like I fit into, because I was different. I was a little bit this way, a little bit that way. I had things that I wanted to do with my life. So I wanted to fit in, right? I wanted to fit in with groups of kids. Well, I did my best to try and look like them. I wanted to try to be interested in all the same things that they were interested in, all in an attempt to be accepted for who I was. Well, of course, that's not who I was. So I never felt quite comfortable doing that. And in my attempt to do that, I was actually showing them precisely who I was not. I figured out, and you will too, if you haven't already, that any type of acceptance we achieve by trying to fit in with others is ultimately unsustainable. Even the best actors have to stop pretending at some point. And we all know that's true. Also, if our strategy for happiness is to present the version of ourselves that others will like the best, well, then what happens when we are with people who want something different? What happens when we're with new people who we can't quickly assess what version of us they want to see? What happens when we're in groups where people are like different things? Oh my God, it's just too much work. So it's exhausting. It ultimately does not work. Well, fortunately, there's a very simple solution. Decide right now, this very minute, to be the only person you want to be. Go on, embrace all the strange idiosyncrasies that make you the wonderful, weird, and entirely unique person that you are. And goodness knows, I can be pretty unique. You guys that know me know that, yes? You don't have to keep anybody else happy with who you are. Your job is to simply be yourself and find out who likes that person. Some will, some won't. But oh well, you know what? That's okay. You'll find your people, you'll find your tribe, and they will find you. You really can't make everyone happy, and you shouldn't keep trying to do that. Let your focus be on keeping you happy, because being you is where you'll find the most happiness, because being you is what just comes naturally. It's effortless. Being you is what you are best at. So if I explain to you that this has nothing to do with you waking up to try every day again and again and again just to end up in the same place you were yesterday. Well, it's time to stop acting like a guest in your own life. And you know what I mean, because you really do live there, you know? See your differences as strengths instead of comparing yourself to others, instead of trying to take all their advice and their opinions and whatever else they throw at you as if there's something wrong with you. Remember, you need to be inspired by who you are, because that's your ultimate power. Now go make a dent in the universe and be yourself. Thanks for listening today, guys. This is Shannon Price, control therapy practitioner presenter globally, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody.